Having just come down from Sail Mhor, which you can see in the background here, I thought I'd do a little video on my camp from last night. Now yesterday I was over the other side of Anshalak, a small bit of which you can see there, with the It's Up to Us work party repairing the path. This is for a feature that will appear in the June issue of Great Outdoors, and it was a very interesting and informative experience, and I learned an awful lot about path building I didn't know. But as I'd come over this way, I thought I'd stay and have a night out, especially as the forecast for today was good. So I walked in up the Ardessy Glen, past the Falls of Ardessy, which are spectacular at the moment because of all the water. The water in the falls being this burn much lower down, and yes, it is very full of water. I had to ford it twice today, knee deep both times in places, so I've got wet feet, but it is a dry and down here warm day, so I don't really mind. It's been so wet that the ground everywhere is sodden as well, so finding somewhere to pitch the tent that wasn't oozing water and was relatively flat was quite difficult. But I found this spot on a, as you can see, a slightly raised area above the nearby bog that was relatively dry and not too deep in heather. The Trail Star, which is the shelter I'm using, is quite versatile in how you pitch it. As you can see here, I had to pitch it over the edge of this bank of heather, but it's also very roomy, so you can sacrifice a bit of vegetation. As you can see, if we look inside, there's still tons of space. You can see the heather encroaching on the right there. There's also heather here in the doorway, which wasn't very good for balancing the stove on, so I moved the stove to the back. Again, the advantage of plenty of room. And I did need to be inside last night because it rained heavily. Then it cleared up sometime during the night. By morning, the Trail Star was absolutely sodden with condensation inside and covered with the rain still outside. However, because it has been dry and sunny, it's now completely dry for packing away. And one advantage when it's calm with the Trail Star is, rather than have to go inside and pack everything up even in the Trail Star, a confined space, I will simply take it down, pack it away, and then all the other gear will be out in the open waiting to be packed away, and then I'll be off away down the glen and back to the car and home after, I think, a very successful trip.